Playoff football. You love to see it. We finally made it. The regular season is over, and now we have 5 more games in the setup here. I can't wait to see how this one goes through. A lot of great teams here, but only one can come out as the United Bowl winners of season number 7. Hope everyone's having a great evening today. And this one, I got the big dog Caboose here with me. He says he wants to get this one rolling as well. Let him know how you're feeling.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? As per the tradition, I am here to try and commentate as many playoff games as I can, alongside Stacks here, who is the main guy. But, this is going to be a fun matchup. A rivalry as old as dirt in this league, and what a way to open the playoffs, really.
It's fun seeing this one right here. It's very true and blue to my heart. I've seen every single time these two teams have played. I've called every single time these two teams have played. It hasn't disappointed me one bit anytime, except for maybe this season. Huntington Beach got kicked down a few times, but it's all good to go. All of that doesn't matter, Joe. Only thing that matters is right here and right now tonight. Give me your analysis on Tacoma here. They're appearing to be the favorites in this one.
Well, Tacoma, they won the season series this year, going 2-0 against Huntington Beach in their divisional play. And it really came down to the passing attack. Huntington Beach's defense just hasn't been on point enough in order to stop Sean Bridges and co. from marching down the field. And Action Jackson at times, well, I'm pretty sure he leads the league in interceptions. So if they can control and dictate, if Huntington Beach can control and dictate the pace of play and how Action Jackson, what kind of throws he needs to make, I think they can really take a stranglehold on this game. They've got a lot of experience. On the other hand, so does Tacoma, and I think they are fielding the overall better team. But hey, it's the playoffs. On any given night, anything can happen. I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, and the speaker on the other side, I mean, it might as well come from me. Huntington Beach, they've had a very, very up and down season, to say the least. They've had some high moments, especially last week, where they punched their ticket to the playoffs and beaten Caboose's Charlotte team earlier in the year. But as we've seen later on, they played Charlotte again, and it didn't really turn out in their favor, along with some wins that they should have got. For instance, losing to Pittsburgh. They've had moments where they've came up very, very short playing under the competition, and if they want to go out and get the victory tonight, they got to come out with that fire from the first snap. And if they could do it, they could very well find themselves in a conference game. It's not like we haven't seen this before. They won the championship last season, so here's their chance to defend it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, so long as you get here, anything can happen. What's done of the regular season is in the past. All you really need to look forward to now is this one game and playing to see tomorrow.
Yes, indeed. I got it all rolling for you. Caboose, you should be able to see on my side too. In regards to the gameplay, I ain't gonna let you just watch the video feed. I gotta make sure you can see the game. But outside of that,
if you didn't.
Yeah, everything's looking good though. I ain't gonna waste any time here. I'm hit that play game button. Playoff action, you'll love to see it. Let's go ahead and get into it. Thanks again for everyone stopping by, hanging out with the crew. And there's gonna be bigger games ahead. We still got a lot of games to play.
Absolutely. This is the first of 5 playoff games technically. We've got the Eastern Conference wild card game tomorrow, and then the conference finals both on a Saturday before finally we hit the United Bowl Sunday evening.
Most definitely. Let's go ahead and get into it. Looks like Huntington Beach is going to take this one past the 25-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Let's get into it.
Yeah, great starting spot there for them.
Here comes action for the first time. He's going to find his man to get about a gain of 5 to kick it off. Here for Huntington Beach, actually about 3. I thought he got stopped at the 25. My bad. But it's all good. 2nd and 7 coming.
Yeah, no, I like the attempt. They just didn't have enough blocking up front there to make it really work.
First time these two teams played, it was a shootout for like the first half. And then it kind of snowballed out of hand. But look at the pass there, it's incomplete. And those are plays that AJJ's got to hit if they want to get a victory.
Yeah, and I think with time, he's going to get better on those. He's going to, develop more. It's his rookie year, so just having him here is a really big development point.
Crowd is hyped for real in Tacoma. They don't play games at home. But it's a big third down to start it off. Looking for a man. There's a wide open to the right side, and he is going to catch it. It's Jeff Brown, and he's got a lot of speed. Take it to the 40. Go to the max to 30. And he's going to take it down to the 29. And Huntington Beach, they needed that one. Let's keep it moving.
Yeah. I mean, I was wondering how long it was going to take for him to just be like, all right, I'm going to throw it to you. Because that guy was wide open for a solid few seconds.
I was watching him too. I was watching him too. I was like, throw the football. That pocket, we'll give shout out to the O-line too there. They're going to hand it off for the first time in a short gain to the 25.
Okay, a 3. Not bad.
Mojo popping up in here. What's going on? Thanks again for another check-in. Stay by and watch the game, my man.
Yeah, I want to go back and talk about that Brown play, actually.
Oh.
But no, that I don't know where that CB was. I think he was running a soft zone, and it just he was too far out to contain that play to get there in time. If you wanted to present that option of here and now, I'm going to take it away last second.
Back to a third down situation here. And going to look for another man. They send the blitz. It doesn't get home, but the pass off the mark again towards Moldy Cheese. And Huntington Beach, they are in field goal range, so I guess they could take solace in that.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't change the fact that a few misplays looks like Jackson Jr. here is kind of showing a bit of inexperience in these types of games to start this out.
Are the lights a little too bright for the young quarterback? We got to keep it moving. Kick is up, and he's going to doink it off the right uprights, and that's not fun.
Stacks is very familiar with doinked field goal attempts in playoff games.
I don't want it. But here comes Tacoma for the first time on offense. I did make a few defensive adjustments here before the game, so hopefully in my case it does work out. Middle of the field incomplete there.
Both quarterbacks just throwing balls to no one.
Not to be on this one. We'll talk about the players on both teams when we get there, but we got to see what Tacoma does on their first drive. They got a lot of talent on the offensive end. They got a new halfback in the backfield, too. Lamar Davis has been showing out. We'll see what this team could do. Quick pitcher across the middle again is incomplete coming up, and now it's a 3rd and 10 situation for Tacoma.
Yeah, I mean, both quarterbacks here kind of throwing some air balls out there. I'm hoping to see these teams kind of settle into the game. I understand it's the playoffs, first couple drives, got to get the jitters out. But hopefully by the second quarter or so, we're getting some good quality football.
And there it is right there, getting the first down gain. You don't want to see number 81 get off if you're a Huntington Beach fan. That's a gain of 15.
Yeah, that's Bubba Hill, and he is picking up right where he's left off. It's been a good season for him out here in Tacoma.
Sean Williams had a chance to bring him down before the first down, but couldn't quite wrap him up.
Yeah, him and Tom Creek have been absolute beasts out here.
First handoff on the playoff career of Lamar Davis goes nowhere. There goes Dexter Jackson with the stop.
Yeah, last year he was last year's MVP, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Dexter Jackson. Yeah.
That's why you got to trade for you, man. He got that high-end speed. He's a tackle machine. He hasn't really showed it this season. He's been kind of spread out a little bit, but you got to watch out for him.
Yeah, it doesn't just because he's had a bit of an off year. I mean, you can't have an MVP year every year.
Exactly. 3rd and 4 coming up again. Huntington Beach with a chance to get off the field.
Speaking of actually linebackers who could win MVP, you think Arn has a chance this year?
Arn definitely has a chance. He's well over 130 tackles, and we haven't even finished the stats yet. Over the middle and incomplete.
Man, that's an early punt from Tacoma. Not good. Keeps the score knotted at 0.
And great pass rush there, getting the homie Sean Bridges under a little bit of pressure and to force that pass incomplete. And we'll see what happens on this punt. And a boomer going into the end zone there. So touchback.
Yep. Bring that to the 25 and set up shop.
Set up shop again for sure. Huntington Beach's offense is as follows. They got quarterback Action Jackson Jr. Running backs will be Dan Green, Tom Edwards, and actually I'm about to say Action Jackson Jr. again, but it's up to no good. Can't forget the homie 18 as they look to set up for a pass here. Look for a man. They're going to fumble the football, but Huntington Beach will recover it.
Man.
That could have been bad.
Yeah, so that number 30, the D lineman who brought him down, he had, sorry, not number 30. Who was that?
That was a
93. Yeah, 93. He powered through a double team to get that.
2nd and 17 coming. They're passing it again. It's going to be caught, so they're going to get those yards back. Moldy Cheese with the play. 3rd and 8 coming. And
there's just no reason for one guy to overpower 2. Like, you know, if you're putting a double team on someone, there's no reason he should go through the middle of it.
I can promise you I did not get one of the better offensive linemen for that to happen. But hey, it is what it is. Middle of the field, and that's going to be incomplete in some coverage. Not good at all. And yeah, how you feel about that?
I feel like both quarterbacks are shooting blanks right now, and their women are not pleased.
Well, I'll continue on with the offense here since they just left the field. Wide receivers will be Tomlin Clementine, Matt Grigsby, and Moldy Cheese. As we see this punt here, another boomer. Both these punters have been ridiculous. It's going to be sending it to around the 25 in return for about 8 yards or so by Jaquay Walls. And let's see. Tight end will be Jeff Brown and Ty White for Huntington Beach. Kicker / punter Felix Delachon. And we'll talk about the defense here for Huntington Beach since they're coming on. Grunky Kong will be the sole defensive lineman. Linebackers will be Blaze Henderson, Phenom Chisholm, Dexter Jackson, Kingston Ali, and Nicholas Watt. As we get the handoff here, another decent enough gain on the ground. Actually, that's their first decent gain there, gain of 6. Cornerbacks will be Kaishawn Williams, X-Pac, Tristan Mitchell, and then their only safety will be Kane Elliott. And what were we saying, Caboose?
I was going to say that was a great block on the return by number 47 who prevented the Huntington Beach player from getting to the returner early.
Pass to the right side. Pass to the right side, all good to go. Look like the bot player getting into the mix there for Tacoma, moving the sticks.
Now, if you're Huntington Beach, the last thing you want to see is Sean Bridges getting into a rhythm before Action Jackson does.
Oh, politicking up in the chat. What's happening, homie? Looking for a pass. Send the pocket right side and gonna be caught in traffic. Wow, what a play there. Tom Krieg, the veteran, does it again.
Yes, sir. Like I said, Tom Krieg and Bubba Hill right now, I would not be surprised if they're up there both in wide receiver of the year voting.
And it's crazy because X-Pac on the cornerback side was right there. He wasn't away from him.
Yeah, no, that was a tough catch.
Looking right side and caught. Tried to turn up, but can't. Is Zane Henderson, another underrated wide receiver in this wide receiver core.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they've got probably the best wide receiver depth in the league.
Speaking of which, we could go ahead and bring this team up real quick. Quarterback will be Sean Bridges. Halfbacks will be Levante Lewis, Storm Nixon third, and Lamar Davis. As we see the handoff here, looking right side, and great outside coverage there by Huntington Beach. That's Tristan Mitchell there, the rookie. Wide receivers, they have Bubba Hill, Zane Henderson, Tom Krieg, Jaquay Walls, and Zorro Lunar. And then their tight end will be Frederick Kaiser, one of the best to ever do it in the USFA, for sure. Going to be passing it middle field, and caught again, turning up is Kaiser. Runs into Kane Elliott, but now Tacoma's offense is starting to click.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, the last thing you want if you're Huntington Beach is for Sean Bridges to start getting into a groove like this. You need to start really attacking that pocket a little bit more heavy and get him off his game. Make him miss a throw or two.
Tacoma in scoring range. Huntington Beach trying to get him off the field. The drive continues on. They're going to hand it off in a decent enough gain by Davis to get around 9.
Yeah, not good there. This is looking like a scoring drive if I've ever seen one.
2 minutes left in the first.
Drive in terms of 3. I mean, scoring drive in terms of 6.
Mm-hmm. It's a short setup here to get the first. Will they hand it off? Yes, they will. And he will push forward to get to the 5. Runs into, I believe, a bot player there. But regardless, it's first and goal here for Tacoma. Great drive so far. E. Lindley, what's going on? Thanks for stopping by. They're going to fake the handoff. Looking for a man right side. Is going to be caught turning up, reaching out, and going to get the touchdown. That's a rookie making big boy plays.
And who is that number 8?
Lamar M.F. Davis.
Man, Lamar Davis, the running back, come out of the backfield there.
That was the beauty of a play right there for sure. Kick is going to be nowhere near close. That was nowhere near the beauty of that touchdown into the extra point there. But hey, they'll take the touchdown.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, the only thing I'm concerned about now is you miss an extra point. You got to really work hard to make sure that doesn't come back to bite you.
E. Lindley said, "What's up, boss? Nothing much, man. Got the playoffs rolling on. You got to get your people in here. Let's get it lit. Make sure you show some love to the chat. Show some love to the league. We're only going to get bigger and better from here. Got the big dog, the big boss man with me in the chat. So I ain't doing it by myself. I don't like working by myself. It gets lonely in here. I get claustrophobia. You know what I'm saying? So I like having people with me in the booth.
Claustrophobia is the fear of small spaces.
Yeah.
The only thing small about you is between your legs.
That's cap. And you know it. If that's the case, stop sucking me up whenever you get the chance. But here comes the return coming past the 25. Coming up is Tom Edwards here. And since we got the defense coming for Tacoma, we'll go ahead and talk about him real quick. Geriatric.
I thought we already did. Oh, no, we didn't.
Now we knew the defense yet. Yeah, geriatric. Caboose knows him. That's his filler there. Linebackers will be Michael Brown and David Koala. Cornerbacks will be Ballra Burr, Mikey Jackson, Kobe Froby, Jack Molino, and Goofy Goober, as that pass was once again off the mark there to Jeff Brown. And this passing game's looking a little suspect. Let's see. Safeties, they have 3 of them. They have Patrick McGowan, Jar Martinez, and potential safety of the year, in my personal opinion, John Carter, who's been balling all season.
Yeah. I'll say, just because you threw him out there as my filler, Geriatric, the 3-time ECFL champion from Tulane. Ooh, nice deflection there from number 39.
Got to give credit to the Tacoma defense here. They've been doing pretty solid work outside of that big play to Jeff Brown earlier.
Yeah, I would actually argue they're probably one of the best secondaries in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of maybe Charlotte.
I'll give Charlotte the number one in my opinion, yes. Looking for a pass again. In the pocket, left side, going to be caught for the first. And is he going to fumble it? No, he will not. He's going to hold on to it down to the 40. Sometimes you got to find your security blanket. That's a 1st and 10 coming.
And took off for the end zone. Like, I don't care that you tackle me. I'm going to go score anyways.
For real, though. John Carter there. He stood him up there. He ain't, Jeff Brown ain't no small boy.
No, he is not.
And they're going to hand it off here, trying to find the creases up to no good. Not going to be able to make a solid gain, but he'll take 4 as we move to quarter number 2. Let's go ahead and get into it. Another 12. They're going to fake the handoff here. In the pocket, going to be caught, and that's going to be moldy cheese for another first down.
Man.
Yes, it is.
That was a much needed one there. This is a needed drive for them right here.
Mm-hmm. Huntington Beach. They're not shy of making it to the playoffs. They're the only team, I believe, that's made it every single year, if I can remember.
This is true.
Hand off, a short gain to the 45. And that was
Huntington Beach. I was saying Huntington Beach is the only team to make it every year. The longest active streak for all consecutive playoff appearances. That was difficult to say for some reason.
It's so difficult. I didn't even know what you're saying. Left side and going to be incomplete. And that's 5 for 12 so far in the day for Action Jackson. Got to do better than that.
Yeah. The like every other team in the league has missed the playoffs at least once.
Mm-hmm. And keep in mind, between these two teams, like I said earlier in the USFA chat, middle field and caught, turns up and sheds off a man, is the homie Moldy Cheese getting into the mix. But as I was saying, there are 5 championships within these two teams here. And like, as you know, Huntington Beach, they have 3 of the 5. Tacoma's right there with 2. They're the top 2 dogs. They've been as consistent of franchises that you can ask for, and it's good to see them start out the Madden era with 2 of the best the league has to offer. Looking middle and going to be deflected, trying to get Clementine across the middle. Going to be 2nd and 10.
I'm wondering how many times these two teams have played in the playoffs.
They probably played around like 2 or 3.
I feel like they've played at least 4 or 5.
They probably did. I know they didn't play last year.
Yeah, because they had Charlotte last year.
Right, turning up the field and getting a little bit of a crease there, getting close to the 20. It's going to be 3rd and 3 coming up. And that's a guy that Huntington Beach probably needs to lean on, see if they could get him in some more favorable positions in open space. Up to no good to top 3.
Cheese is the guy on terms of wide receiver.
But can HBV keep the drive alive? They're going to pass it here. Right side is going to be caught, and he's going to get the first down. It's Jeff Brown. Great pass.
Yeah. Brown kind of stepping into that role as the go-to guy right now. I'd like to see them get a little bit more of their receiving group involved, but hey, if the well ain't dry yet, just keep going to it.
Keep it moving. That's what I say. I ain't playing around. 1st and 10 coming. Sometimes you got to save your best for when the games matter. Looking for a man, steps back in the pocket and running. Going to look to take off and just throws this one away, avoids the hit. Honestly, can't be mad at that position, me personally.
Honestly, I feel like that was almost an illegal forward pass.
That was really close. Yes, it was. I think he was just like 1 yard away. If he kept up 1 more yard, he would have got hit. So he just hurry up and threw it. 8 minutes, 47 seconds left in this 2nd quarter, and they're going to try to reverse play, and there goes the crease, but he hit the wrong hole. He should just kept going to the outside. That would have been the easy 6, but they'll take the 3rd and 1.
Still, yeah, 3rd and 1 is a lot better than where they were, and yeah, you could have had at least a first down there. I think the secondary would have caught him before he got 6, but still, 3rd and 1 is a lot more doable than 3rd and 10.
Tacoma stacking the box up just in case they run it, and they're going to pass it, looking left side wide open, just hits the ground, gets the first down, and once again, they're leaving the tight end open. Might as well feed the man.
Yeah, exactly. Like just keep going to them. They're spending a lot of time and effort right now trying to close up Moldy Cheese because he has been that go-to guy for Huntington Beach pretty much all season. So going to Jeff Brown is just nice and easy.
They're going to bunch formation right side and caught, and they're going to hit him again. Touchdown. Voyagers. That's how you do it. And they're going to tie the ball game up. Great pass.
Absolutely. And again, just keep feeding them. So long as they're going to leave him open, you might as well keep hitting them.
You love to see the game that they're playing right now. The kick is up. That looks a little bit better, but he's actually going to miss it too. So no one's made an extra point or a kick at this point. Man. It is what it is.
Hey, you know what? All I'm going to say is if you're brand new in the league and you're looking for a position,
you can legit be the best of all time. I'm not even gonna lie to you. but regardless of that, we're back to a tied score here. Now it's going to be up to see if Huntington Beach will be able to consistently slow this Tacoma offense down, or will we see a little bit of what we've seen on the last drive where Tacoma's able to pick them apart.
Honestly, I'm thinking this might be, now that both teams have kind of settled into a groove a little bit, I'm expecting this to look a lot like week one.
And here's the kickoff here. I hope it doesn't look like week one because Huntington Beach ended up losing that one. But hey, but at the same time, their offense is rolling. Shut up.
It don't matter which week I referenced. You lost them both.
Shut up. But no, seriously, that was a fun game though. Like in the first half, if you didn't see it, we'll make sure we highlight that. We're kind of late now, but make sure we put that one up. It was like 24-24, and then like Tacoma just took off, and looks like the offensive lineman took off. Yeah. Looks like the offensive line took off before the ball was hiked. So we'll make it 1st and 15.
Yes, sir. Man, I love this stadium. It looks so awesome.
Yes, it does. Huntington Beach sends 4, trying to get after Bridges right side. It's going to be caught just to get a couple of those yards back. Storm next to 3rd, makes a gain of 3. Sometimes you got to take what the defense gives you. Huntington Beach had a pretty good secondary setup there for that long passing game.
Yeah, I think they're kind of expecting Bridges to try and pass his way out of this, and so they're stacking it back there and forcing them to do things they don't really want.
And they send a blitz that time, and that's a no good. And it's going to be 3rd and a little bit of a country mile there, but we've seen Tacoma convert this type of situation multiple times this season.
Yeah, one thing I actually do kind of commend Bridges for making that throw, even if it was a bit early, because they had all the O linemen tied up, and there was a guy hitting the gap. It was going to tackle him at least in the next couple seconds.
Flag on the pass. Yes, it is. Gronky Kong, a little bit too crazy there, and they had to stop. And those are mistakes that you don't want to see.
Nope. Yeah, I saw it the moment it happened. Ball was already way up in the air, and he flew in like Superman to make a tackle.
1st and 10 here. Another handoff. Yes, it is. Trying to find the creases. Davis, and he's going to push towards midfield. A gain of 5. Got his first professional playoff touchdown earlier. He says he wants to do it again before this happens.
Absolutely.
Why not double up? We had a game from him. He had 4 touchdowns. I believe that was his first game, too, as they handed off. And Huntington Beach was ready for it, but Davis says, I really don't care if you're ready for it. He'll push for a 1st down and 10. Just straight up strength right there. You really can't do too much about it.
No, he does not. Yeah. And really, all you can do is put more guys on him.
They're going to send Storm Nix on the motion here. And he's by himself as Bridges looking. The pass rush almost gets home, but Hubba Hill catches it, gets inside the 30, taking it to the 25, making the 24. Tacoma's on the move, pull out the sword, point out where you're going. 1st and 10.
Yeah, man, that was brutal. That man is all alone in open space, and when you give him that much time, he's just going to make you hurt.
1st and 10, Tacoma's on the move again. They're going to hand it off, and looks like Huntington Beach was ready this time around. Blaze Henderson says, I don't got time for that nonsense. 2nd and 7.
Still a 3-yard game. I'd like to see them. They had 3 guys in the vicinity there. I'd like to see them get to that play a little bit earlier and they get it to maybe a 1-yard game.
Most definitely. That's where the pursuit and speed comes into play, along with the awareness, of course. 2nd and 7, another handoff, and he's going to get slowed down by Grunky Kong. Another short gain there, but 3rd and 3 is very manageable. You can open the playbook up a little bit.
Oh, yeah. 3rd and 3 is not where you want to be. If Grunky Kong had just been a split second faster on that tackle, he could have made it a 3rd and 4 and made it actually quite a bit more difficult.
The middle of the field for Huntington Beach, wide open, almost got him off sides, and that should be. They send the blitz, it doesn't get home. They're trying to push for a sack, but he's going to run around. He's going to try to get some room here. A little bit of a glitch there. A wide open Mando, Tom Krieg, touchdown.
Hey, how many guys did they have on him? They had 2 guys on him, and he still managed to pull that down. That is nuts.
Eruption. What a play there. And wow, he just got out of that pocket. It looked like Huntington Beach was about to get him. It didn't matter. Kick is going to be up, and that looks a lot better than the last time we've seen some kicks. Tacoma will get the first kick, and it's going to be 13-6.
Yeah, first playoff game. Quarterbacks took them a drive or 2 to settle in. Kickers get them a couple kicks to settle in. I think things are going to blow up now. I think we're in for a shootout the rest of the way, at least until one side can't keep up.
Huntington Beach, can they get the score in 3.5 minutes? Is definitely feasible. They just got to make sure that they got to make sure they're on their game in the passing attack. Maybe they could get, like we said before, up to no good more involved. Maybe a screen play that actually blocks for them a lot better. And we'll see what happens. You never know.
Well, and I'm going to say right now, if Huntington Beach wants to get a score in the next 3.5 minutes, they're going to have to do it a heck of a lot faster than their last drive.
Most definitely. Here comes the return. Getting it past the 22, around the 23, making the 24. And it's 1st and 10, Voyages. Coming out with the shotgun.
Ooh, what is that interesting little formation down at the bottom of the screen?
Well, I guess it worked out a little bit, though. Got him 9 on the play.
Yes. I was talking more about Tacoma. They had 2 DBs, one on top of the other almost, to start that drive or start that play.
Interesting. We set it up 2nd and 1. Already down under 3 minutes after one play. They got to push it a little bit. They're going to hand it off. Cuts back, runs through a couple men to get the first down. I think best case scenario would be to get past midfield before these 2 minutes are up. Even though they have some time. Getting close to the 40 there. One more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. And they're going to fake it. Looking for Amanda's the homie. Launch this left side. And going to be almost picked off. And John Carter was waiting for that one.
Man, this is messed up. Real estate. I've got this real estate thing that sends me messages every so often.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, thought you'd enjoy seeing this market statistic for our area. I don't. I don't enjoy seeing this at all. It's almost 500K for a house.
And pushing forward again for another gain of 9. Up to no good, pushing forward. 3rd and 1 coming.
3rd and 1, definitely doable here. The playbook's wide open. Honestly, if I was Huntington Beach, I'd actually go back to that first play of the game. The screen pass to...
Up to no good.
Up to no good.
Left side and caught. They're going to go to him, but not screen wise. It does work out, and they're good into Tacoma territory. Nice play.
Yeah, no, great play. I would have loved to see. I'd like to see that screenplay again. All they needed was one more block, and it goes at least 30, 40 yards.
1 minute, 10 seconds left. Looking, and they're going to pass to him again. Why not? Has been working, but he's going to stumble, and he's going to take it inside the 35. Couldn't keep his feet under him.
Yeah, unfortunate. I think it was just a little bit out in front of him. He had to kind of reach out there to grab it. Action Jackson had to jump up to get it over the line and whatnot. Didn't put it quite where he needed it.
I like to think he slipped a little bit on that lava there for this red field for that play. That's what I like to think. But hey, they'll make it another 3rd and 1 situation. They'll call it their first time out here. They're in a great spot.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to blame it on the rain or snow that's coming down, but unfortunately, with the reason, I'm sure many people are actually probably curious about this. This is a Seattle team or Washington team. Where's the rain? They haven't had rain all season. And the short and simple answer to that is prior to this Madden year, we had Tacoma in a dome, and so they wanted to keep that despite not actually having a physical dome.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't give them any weather, unfortunately. Next year we're going to give them weather.
Yeah, we'll take care of that. 4th and 1 coming though. Honestly, I don't mind. I don't mind them being aggressive. Almost got a man off sides, but the pass off the mark. No. You can't be doing that. That was way too quick of a release. You gotta sit there. You gotta read that for at least another couple seconds. Sad days. 1st and 10 coming for Tacoma.
No, Huntington Beach really needs to stop. Really needs to stop.
And it's going to be caught. Turns up and gets past the 40. And I thought the defensive player was right there to pick it, but it was right behind them.
Yeah, that was perfect ball placement by Bridges.
Beast, he said that Sean Bridges is him. He was definitely him on that particular play. Nice pass. Yeah. And Frederick Kaiser, he was able to turn up, and now Tacoma could score before the half. And I believe they get the ball back, too, on top of it.
They do.
Looking for a Millfield is going to be caught by the homie.
Too open.
Timeout number 2 coming. Not quite in field goal range, but they're getting closer.
I mean, another play like that, and they're right in playoff range.
A kick from here would be somewhere around like 50 yards. Yeah, I'm tired too, my man. Pass to the left side. It's going to be caught for the first down. Going to get it inside the 25, and they'll call it their final timeout. It's going to be...
I've been up since... Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I see a kill squirrel up, and they said you like the fits. Appreciate you, man.
Heck yeah. No, I've been up since 04, and I'm drinking, so...
Oh, great job. I should be drinking too, to be honest.
You should be. This is not looking good for you.
Shut up. 1st and 10, but they're going to go for the points. I don't blame you. They missed the last time, and he shanked that one. Man. Oh, my God.
Out.
So both teams had a chance for points. Both of them come fruitless, and Huntington Beach more than likely will just take one play and take it to the half.
There's no harm in doing a Hail Mary attempt here.
We've seen a Hail Mary work.
It looks like that might be what they do. 4 out, 2 on either side.
Kick is coming again. And he is going to launch it, middle of the field, and some coverage, and it's going to be picked off, turning up, and he's going to get dragged down by Grigsby to close out half numero uno.
Yeah, no harm in that. Not going to look good on stats, but, you know.
He has a touchdown already, so he's back to 500 so far, I suppose. Yeah. As we see the return by Jaquay Walls looking for the game breaker, he'll take it past the 25. And Tacoma's back on the field.
Yeah, not a bad situation for them from last quarter. So Huntington Beach, I think this quarter they really need to get locked in. Last quarter they seemed disjointed, a bit discombobulated both on defense and on offense. They need to tighten down on defense, stop allowing easy, soft underbelly plays. And then on top of that, they need to get Action Jackson Jr. going. They need to get him in a rhythm, hitting his targets consistently, if they want any chance at coming back and winning this.
If for Tacoma, I mean, they've been in this situation twice this season. They've going into the half with the lead. Keep on doing what you do best. I mean, Sean Bridges is playing very nice so far as they hand it off in another big crease. And that looks like a big hole to midfield almost. Luckily for Huntington Beach, there was Tristan Mitchell there in that area, but it's going to be 1st and 10 regardless.
And he just needed to blow by one more person. He was gone.
These are the plays that you were talking about for Huntington Beach. You can't give up. You got to make sure that you're able to slow down the offense.
I mean, that line just has to do a better job.
And they got another big hole there. Luckily for them, Kingston Ali was there to make the play. He would have been gone again.
Well, I think he probably still would have had to beat the secondary, but still.
Hey, that boy put all of his points in speed. So, or majority of it in speed. So I think he would have had a good chance. But regardless of that, 2nd and 4 coming up. Got him offside, so first down's coming regardless, and they may just go ahead and decline it because they got the first down on the carry. Might as well point it out. Lamar Davis, 1st and 10 Tacoma.
This is not the start you want or need if you are Huntington Beach to the second half. You got to figure it out. You got to figure it out quick.
I think what Huntington Beach needs is a turnover. They need something to give their team in great field position to start it out. But that's going to be almost face mask there. Should have been called probably.
A blown tackle.
Yeah, that too. But going to be a gain of 6 on that play. Storm Knicks, it looks like they're flipping them out a little bit. They got Knicks coming out. They got Davis moving. I haven't seen Levante Lewis yet. But outside of that, they've been looking very nice on offense. As they tried to fake and they're going to hit. Actually, it's going to be taken backwards. I think it's a hold. That's a hold right there. It happened before that play. Okay. Yeah. But realize that it's going to be 2nd and 13 now.
Well, at least it was an offensive penalty. If it was a defensive penalty, you might as well put 7 up on the board for Tacoma. This might be what Huntington Beach needs.
2nd and 13. They're going to send the man in motion.
Interesting motion route.
And they're going to make the catch. He is going to get past the 35. The 3rd down is manageable again for Tacoma.
Once again, excellent ball placement by Bridges.
He's too good at what he does. He's been in the league for what? I believe his 3rd year.
I think this is year 4 for him. I'll check here really quick for you.
Almost got him offsides again, but barely gets away, and the pass is off the mark. And Huntington Beach, they could breathe a little bit now. It's 4th and 4. Unless Tacoma says screw it and goes for it.
Yeah, so Sean Bridges, this is his 3rd year in the league. Next year will be his 4th.
And Huntington Beach comes with a stop here. They bring the punt team. And it looks like there's no fake today, and it looks like there's no punt inside the 5 for that one. Huntington Beach will start at the 20.
Yep.
Or is it the 25? I think it's the 25 for kickoffs and 20 for
25, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you're the one who sets it, so I don't know.
I mean, it's a 20. Yeah, I was right. Punts it's a 20. Okay. Kickoffs is 25. There you go.
25.
That's NFL rules. You know, sand handoff coming, looking for a crease and going to get to the 25. So they get the 25.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, it was a 5-yard run, but how much clock are you chewing with each run?
Well, they're only down one score, so they still have opportunity to get back.
True. But then they need to make another stop, is the thing. You can sit here and make these runs all day, but if your defense is going to give up another score, then you're just killing your own time.
You definitely are right about that, as Huntington Beach picks up the first down on the ground. They're trying to find that big play, and it seems like up to no good is probably one defensive player in the wrong spot away from doing it. Maybe that's what they're betting on as they try it again. And I called it like I seen it, a big play past midfield or close to midfield there. And that's going to be midfield. First and 10.
49. Yeah, just about at the 49, I think there.
And sometimes this is what you have to do. If your quarterback is having a little bit of off game, give it to your playmakers that have that speed. See if he can make a play for you. Take some pressure off the quarterback. And it's going to be first and 10. Quick pitch right side. They're going to try a screen now. And what a tackle there off to the block as they set up a gain of 6. That could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, you guys, they have to start getting those blocks set. There is no reason for the guy on the block to make that tackle.
But they are moving the football down the field, which is encouraging, but how far can they take it is the question. And they're going to hand it off again, and they're going to get stopped. A great rush right there by the linebacker, and now it's going to be third down coming.
Hold on. What's this about Lamar Jackson I'm reading on ESPN?
I think he got signed, yeah.
He most certainly did. Let's go.
Good job, Ravens and Ravens fans. You signed your boy. Hand off again, and he's going to push forward, and let's go, Huntington Beach. They're going to get inside the 40 with another handoff. Up to no good, 10 yards away from 100. So he's having a solid game. You just have to see if they could get him through maybe some big plays to give him the edge. First phrase said, late to the party caboose. I seen the rumors that he got signed beforehand, but I didn't know if it actually happened. And there's a flag, so a free play is coming. Looking right side and caught first and 10. There goes Matt Grigsby to the 20, and that's going to be a decline penalty, making the 21-yard line. It's first and 10, Huntington Beach.
Look, Frey, I'm always late to the party. Even if it's in my own party, I'm going to be late to it, okay?
Fashionably late, you know?
Exactly.
The cool kids always go late to their own party.
Like, people are going to be showing up to my party and be like, where the heck is he? And I'm going to be, like, pulling up 5 minutes later from, the grocery store being like, oh, sorry, I had to get snacks.
You're that guy. Huntington Beach makes it first and goal after another big carry there, but up to no good. He's starting to get that momentum here. He's putting up some big gains.
Yeah, up to no good. Earlier this game, he looked like he was getting stifled at every opportunity. Now he's looking like he's hitting every hole.
Hey, he got stopped. Yeah, he got hit back to the line of scrimmage on that play. It's going to be second and goal here, but got to give him credit, though. He's the top 3 halfback this league, rushing-wise. I don't think he has the touchdowns to be top 3, but outside of that, he's been able to showcase his speed in a multitude of ways, and Huntington Beach definitely needs every bit of it.
Yeah, I'd actually like to see them go pass here.
And they are. They're going to take off the run as Jackson Jr. He needs a block, and he is going to make a man miss, pushing forward, and almost gets into the end zone. What the... that was looking at a little bit of that brisk jog there, but Jackson Jr. gets to the 1.
Well, and he got a great block there from up to no good.
Mm-hmm.
So, excellent block.
The crowd calls for the defense. Why not keep them on the ground? They are going to reverse it, push it forward, and gets into the end zone. Huntington Beach with a chance to tie the ball game here after that play, led by number 18.
Yeah. So now, not only does he need to hit the extra point, obviously, but if Huntington Beach's defense doesn't get the stop, then all this was in vain. And that 7 or 8 minute drive that they just had, 6 minutes and 14-second drive. That's a long drive. Really long drive.
See, that can also play in their favor too. If they are able to get the stop and they do have another drive like that, that's less time for Tacoma to respond. So I think that's kind of the game they're trying to see. If they could get a quick stop and do that again, they might be in a real good spot for an upset.
Yeah, but if they don't, then that might come to bite them in the ass.
Most definitely. Watch your mouth. We got kids in here. I'm just kidding.
I mean, I'm sorry. You what was that about you saying about me in terms of sucking?
I mean, they don't know what I'm talking about. That's not a curse word. It's different.
Oh.
It'll go over a little kid's head.
Oh, right.
I'm just kidding. You know I don't give a damn about that shit. There's going to be a return coming up at the 3-yard line. And here comes Jaquay Walls running right into a man past the 20. It's 1st and 10.
I watch my grandparents watch this or something and be like, so we decided to watch this game, and that wasn't like very Christian of you to say. Well, I'm sorry.
It is what it
in
is.
The Navy.
It is what it is. 1st and 10 coming up for Tacoma, and they are going to send another man in motion. They love sending the halfback out of the backfield, and they trust the arm of Bridges. Right side is going to be caught and tackled immediately. Great job for Huntington Beach to not give up a huge gain. It's going to be 2nd and 6.
Yeah. 2nd and 6, that's good. Only a 4-yard gain, but the thing is they have to at least allow 2 or less yards on one of these next 2 plays.
Most definitely. A great game so far, though.
3. Oh, yeah, great game.
And it completes.
There it is. That's the one they needed. I was just about to say 2 gains of 3, and I mean, it doesn't matter that they only limited them to 4 yards that first play. But now 3rd and 6, that's a pretty hefty task.
But Bridges looks to make it happen. He's going to run, throws on the run. It's going to be caught. Bubba Hill's reaching, and he's going to get it.
Oh, he got that.
Oh my goodness, that strength.
That is brutal. Huntington Beach had not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 players in the vicinity. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see them all right there, and they just could not bring him down.
You seen action. Dexter Jackson was right there, and he turned around, and by the time he realized it, he already got the first. Says he's going to make another catch, trying to reach over for the first, and going to get around 8.
Yeah, not a good play there for Huntington Beach. They really gotta shut him down here.
Now, Huntington Beach can also get a W if they can hold Tacoma to a field goal attempt as well. If they could do the same thing and get the touchdown on the back end. But we should take this one into the 4th quarter here. Let's get your 4s up. Let's go ahead and do it. First playoff game of season number 7. Who's going to go to the Western Conference Finals and take on the Arizona Rattlers?
I mean, the experts say it's going to be Tacoma.
And that run play definitely helps them in their cause.
Yeah, for sure.
I like how the first people that put 4s in the chat as admins. I love it.
For the expert, Jade Carpenter, and her predictions and all that, what did you think of those?
Wait, what happened?
Accurate, surprises. I'm talking about the predictions that were made by our analyst.
I think they were fair. I mean, they're going off of what she's seen within the landscape of the playoffs. At the same time, got to get a little freaky with some of those predictions, man. You never know if Charlotte's going to make it. They have to win it to make it. So, got to see what happens. Nice tackle there, setting up a 3rd down here for Huntington Beach's defense. 3rd and 5. Yeah, you might need to reload the vid, Killer Skrilla. It's looking good on my side. Haven't had any hiccups.
It's looking good on my end, too.
A little bit of glitchy in the beginning, but I think that was just my computer getting a little bit older. So, but it is what it is. We're still going 3rd and 5. They send a blitz, and there's going to be a sack on the other side. Phenom Chisholm says that he wants to get a sack in the playoffs, and he did just that. And he's been sneaky good getting after the quarterback all season long. This Phenom Chisholm. And I'm not just saying that because that's my boy. Booting this one away. Is it another one? No, this is actually going to be a really good punt. They're going inside the 5. Huntington Beach is going to have to drive the length of the field now.
That is not good, because here's the thing. What happens if, say, Tacoma turns right around and
gets the ball back?
A big sack of their own?
Yeah, it could be unfavorable setups there.
Yeah, this is safety territory here.
And they are going to hand it off. They get some breathing room, pushing forward, and going to get a first down off the first play.
That's huge. They needed that.
Breathing room. You can't be mad at it. And this will be a crazy, crazy setup here. Huntington Beach was able to drive all the way down and get a touchdown from the 2-yard line. And a long drive at that would be just killer. As they go ahead and send a read option there and they go backwards, that's not a favorable play.
So I'm reading this article here about ESPN now, about the Jackson deal. So
yeah.
We're going to the Super Bowl, you know that, right?
Okay. Is there going to be another handoff? Yes, it is. And there goes a hole pushing forward, and he's going to make that 3rd down a lot easier to convert. 3rd and 4 coming. Big 3rd down coming up here.
This is pretty huge.
Going to pass it. Millfield and caught, and it's going to turn up. There goes Upton. Going to get past the 30. And when they need a big play, give it to 18. That's going to be 1st and 10 for Huntington Beach. And that was a perfect pass, too. That was away from the defensive player. So that put him in a bad position. And then they just used the speed to get the job done.
Yeah, absolutely. It was... Up to no good has been lights out.
And they'll try him again. And he runs to 2 eruption players there, but a gain of around 3.
Still not bad. A little bit less than average, but still, like he's just been so good this game. Outside of that first quarter when he had to get his feet under him, he's been really good.
2nd and 7 here. Big game, 6 minutes, 15 seconds. They hand it off, pushing forward and close to another first down. It's up to no good.
Oh, man, I thought he got it.
Me too. I think he was about to, and then he got pulled sideways at the last second. Got him away from the sticks.
Tough. That was a nice looking play.
And at this point, why leave the run game? It's been working so well. Almost got him off sides there, but they will pass it. Right side, going to be caught, rolls out of bounds as Grigsby getting closer to midfield, rolls out of bounds. 1st and 10, Huntington Beach.
Well, and the reason you move away from the run game is because they had 8 in the box there.
That is fair, but you got to trust in your O-line and your star-studded halfback to at least get 1 yard, right?
No, not after Huntington Beach's O-line gave up a sack on a double team. I wouldn't trust them to do anything.
That's fair, I suppose. But a gain of 8 on that play to Clementine. That's definitely helping them move to 6 there in Tacoma territory now. At least I believe so, are they? I'm pretty sure they are after that play.
I think, yeah.
Yes, they are. Yeah. Just enough.
I didn't do the playoff thing. Oh, well.
It'd be like that.
I do have Huntington Beach and St. Louis winning, but...
Look at the play. Adding Grigsby into the mix, his 4th catch of the game. Going to get him another first down. Huntington Beach is walking him down. And it's actually working to their favor, just like I said before. If they could score in this drive, it's going to be catastrophic in regards to Tacoma's chances.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, that's what I was saying. Like that long drive, their last scoring drive. If they don't score here, then it's all for naught. If they didn't get a stop against Tacoma, it was all for naught.
Exactly. Outside of the interception before the end of the half, Axel Jack's been pretty clean, looking middle of the field, and almost throws a pick just as I say it. I need to stop talking. I need to stop talking.
Commentator's curse is real.
And my heart almost dropped. Yeah. But it's 3rd and 6 here. This is once again another big third down coming up. They're not at field goal range yet. Looking for a pass again. They're going to screen and going to get sacked. What a defensive play. And Michael Brown says no. And I think what you just said may happen, bro.
Yeah. And they now need to make how long is this field goal?
That's a long
they can't
one.
Even make a field goal here.
They have to punt it.
They're going to punt. Yeah.
They have to. That's not a feasible chance. We've seen the kicks already. Kicking this one away. And that is close for a pin, but not close enough. Tacoma's going to have to start from their 20 now.
Yep. So now Tacoma can just run off the clock a little bit and take a game-winning field goal. If they're smart.
Will we go into overtime? That's another question we got to think about.
That's another question. If so, I can't stay.
Yeah, it'll be me. It's all good. Hand off again, finding a little bit of a hole is the homie Storm Nix III getting around 5.
Yeah. He has been contained quite well. This Tacoma running game has not been that great. So it's mostly been Sean Bridges doing the damage.
Win, lose the draw. I'm proud of my guys at Huntington Beach. I'm happy. I'm content as they take it to the 2-minute warning.
Smart, honestly.
To give you some time to think about what you're going to run next. You don't have to run it before the 2 minutes. You have the advantage because you have the offense on the field. So do your thing. See who comes out on top. We haven't seen too much Bubba Hill in the second half.
No, you really haven't.
Another sack by Chisholm. Ooh. He's going to put on for the squad. 3rd and 11 coming, a big play.
Man, like Bridges just couldn't see that coming, possibly. He turned right around into it.
Wow. Phenom Chisholm, the rookie, says he wants to be TJ Watt for a day. Looking right side. It's going to be caught turning up, but it doesn't matter. It's a 1st and 10 coming for Tacoma. What a play on 3rd down. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm back on. Looking for passes Bridges. Going to launch this one deep. Why not? It's going to be deflected by the homie. Looks like that was Kyshawn Williams with the play. That was a big defensive spot.
Like, man.
Could you imagine if he came down with it?
Oh, the Tacoma player? Yeah, I could have.
Great defense, though. I'm going to send a blitz. They're going to screen and going to barely get hit. Going to try to get chased down from the back and going to get the first down again. Wow.
Call a timeout here. I'd call a timeout right here if I was Tacoma.
Yeah, me too.
Doesn't look like they are.
And that was Dexter Jackson chasing him down. Didn't quite have the speed to bring him down before the first down, but 37 seconds. They're going to keep the no huddle running. They're going to fake the handoff, looking for a play. Going to toss his right side and going to be caught. There goes Tom Creed, and that might have sealed the deal.
That's it.
Here,
I'd run 1 or 2 run plays to see if you can get some more yards. Take 2 timeouts. Run as much time off that clock as you can. Kick a game-winning field goal.
Tacoma is using the timeout here. So
I don't blame them. You know,
And that's a bad timing there for Huntington Beach blunder. Might as well keep it on the ground. In a big hole there again. They're going to call timeout number 2. Why not? Kill a Scroll with the hashtags. He said, Dex have 40 sacks. Never forget. I mean, I won't forget. That was a ridiculous setup there. How you do that? That's like 2 or 3 a game. That should be impossible. But only in the USFA you can make it possible. As a 2nd and 1 here.
As the head coach of Huntington Beach, how are you feeling right now?
Not fun. But handoff here, he will get stopped. But Tacoma more than likely just going to take it all the way to the end, kick the field goal. I don't blame him. Yeah. But like I said before, win, lose, or draw, like I'm proud of Huntington Beach. It honestly, I told you before the game like how I felt. I was kind of dreading it. I was kind of dreading this game, yo. But
you did say that. And it was winnable all the way up here to this last couple seconds.
Yeah, it's just one bad play, you know. But it happens as part of the process. Hopefully, we can see another missed field goal. We're going to see an ice of the kicker. Why not? You never know. We might see a miss. We've seen some missed field goals this game. So
if he misses, I gotta go.
That'll be hilarious. But watch, he misses it, and then Huntington Beach will get a safety or some stupid stuff like that.
Something stupid, yeah.
But we're going to try it here from the left hash. The bot kicker. Kick is going to be up. Kick is going to be all day. I don't blame it. 16-13 with 10 seconds left. And now it's going to be up to Huntington Beach to make a play. If they can't get a touchdown, it's pretty much ball game.
Yep.
What a game, though, for sure.
Hail Mary down to like the 10 and a field goal to respond to their own.
Yeah. But I got to assume Tacoma is going to kick this one in, so it has to be a return.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not thinking it's going to be a kick for a touchback here. I'll have to assume that if Tom Edwards doesn't take it all the way, or actually, well, it don't really have to do that. But if he doesn't do that and we don't get a Hail Mary on the last play, it's going to be might see Huntington Beach going home, and we'll have ourselves a new champion for season 7. I did call it the short kick. Tom Edwards wants to break the game, pushes to the 30, 6 seconds left. They can, in theory, get a quick play probably to around midfield and probably have 1 second left.
But
that'll be perfect. That to be perfect in order to happen. So
I don't know about that at all.
Yeah, but they do have their guys up. 4 players, 4 wide receivers. Looking for it, man. Might as well launch it left side, and that one is going to be in some coverage, and that is going to seal the deal. Here, Tacoma comes out on top to start the playoffs. 16-13 is your final. And you want to stay for the stats, or do you want to give like a quick breakdown of the game before you take off?
I'll give a quick breakdown. I can't stay for the stats, but ultimately this was huge. This was a great game all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit close, a little bit low scoring than I was expecting. I was expecting both of these teams to, after they found their groove, just put up points left and right. But still a great game. It ultimately came down to Action Jackson not being able to make a whole bunch of his throws and Bridges coming in clutch when he needed to. Both of them had a rough game.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of passing wise, but Bridges was just able to complete a few more of his passes in clutch moments to get the Tacoma team to where they need to be and score some points.
Most definitely. Got to give credit to both of these teams for sure. That's how you want to start out the playoffs here. I'm expecting a lot more games like that, especially the one we got going on for tomorrow too. That's going to be a fun ride for sure. Actually, yeah, so that's going to be fun with St. Louis and New York. I'm going to go ahead and bring that up in a little bit, just going through the stats. But who would you say is the player of the game, real quick, before you leave for Tacoma?
Man, that's tough. I'm gonna go with in a losing effort. I'm gonna go with up to no good.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely.
that was the most noticeable player out there. Him and Jeff Brown really took it to Tacoma, and I'd say Up to No Good was probably the savior of Huntington Beach's efforts out there. Even in a losing effort, he gave him the Voyagers a chance.
Most definitely.
With that being said, I gotta get running here. Thank y'all for tuning in, y'all. Stay tuned for the stats.
Most definitely. I kind of walked through them. I didn't talk about the stats that much, but I did have them on the screen for you all to see. I'll go ahead and wrap this one up here for you, and we will move on to our second game coming up tomorrow. Should be the same time, around like 6:30, 7:30. If I can get there early, I'll make sure I get there early to get that one rolling for you. Stay tuned for you, boys. The wild card for the Eastern Conference is coming soon. Thanks again for stopping by. Love each and every one of you. And we out here.